That could have just been my stream starting. Did it like make a noise? It could just be my mic tweaking. B. You know I never back down, never what? What's up? Know how to grind out the castle?
As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the BYU Cougars, taking on another Big 12 foe, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will put toe to leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5.
He's like 6'er.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So BYU's offense will get the ball first.
Yeah, calisthenics. I'm practicing for Cirque du Soleil.
To the ground with the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33.
Yeah.
Gains 4 on the play.
I'm like trying to learn how to crawl up onto my ceiling. That's my current goal. Just with fingertips. Like that one guy on Netflix who like scaled the building.
Wants to go up top.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Using the quick game. The defense got caught that time and they finally get it on the ground
like
at the 41.
they had to cancel the first day.
Football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Dang.
Picks up the first down. Brought down at the
You're getting on for the Jake Paul fight and saw it.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
For real.
Gives it on the option. Pulled down after a
I saw an
nice
article that said they had a
to the
plan, but I didn't read it. Maybe.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now
It's pretty funny.
Situation. It really gives you the whole point.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Traumatizing a generation. Some iPad kid stumbles upon it.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten.
Yeah, I feel like at a certain point, if you're doing stuff like that and you got a family, it's just like wrap it up. Like,
from the gun, running back on the move.
I mean, he did it.
Pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah.
To move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity.
Man, it's like he's all about it.
Game down here in the red zone.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they did tack on the extra point.
BYU 7, TCU 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined.
You're gonna have to work on your intonations when you're saying that, though. They crap now.
So TCU's offense will try to get something.
Yeah, just a little tip, just a little tip.
Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him. And
breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
Parker doesn't like to interact with memes with us. Eric and I will send him memes. He doesn't give a fuck.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go.
Oh, that's
because
fire.
The defense is going tempo.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, fuck my Chud life.
Frogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he's a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll feel the punt and try to make something happen. Makes a move. Touchdown, BYU! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so
What?
quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And they tacked on the extra point.
TCU 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's sticky. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's got him. Running through contact. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly. Complete in the middle. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
That sounds fire.
For something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down and more. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Fire.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Might as well give it to him again. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the... and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country.
Going crazy.
Per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game.
That's fair.
But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3 and gets it to the 20-yard line.
It's about to be race all night.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Spins away from the defense. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go back to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did happen. It was looking clean. That's like a testament to, like, how good you guys are cleaning.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already... sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes.
I'm gonna drink
right
some
now.
brews.
He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away.
You can zero a pen.
He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. He'll take it on the return.
That'd be diabolical.
Their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that play.
That's crazy.
This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. Turning it on. At 20. He's a touchdown, BYU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
A gaggle.
On the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
I think a gaggle of kids was definitely like in the Epstein files. Like that quote.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
Were you nervous?
Stopped at the 18. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs.
Like I hope they don't find my name.
They're looking at a 21.
No, in all seriousness, it's not funny.
Some work, but there's also no time to waste. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Where it's like, even if the world cares, it's, yeah, we're just powerless to do anything. I'm just ready for them to be like, yeah, the lizard people are just real. Like I'm ready for that. That's the next stage. That's the next stage. Dude, it's tough. I have to wait super long for the next season.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's sticky.
Yeah, I'm like, I watched like the first half of it, then took a big break, and I've been actually picking it back up again. So I'm probably like season 4 or 5, season 5 maybe. The last thing that I saw was like, you know the guy from Breaking Bad who does like the, what the hell? Hold on, there's something crazy happening in that game. They do like the bug bombs and then they steal things while that's happening. Yeah, that guy just showed up in Better Call Saul.
As he recovered the fumble, he gets the first down.
Eric knows what I'm talking about.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets away from
definitely goated shows.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Thanks to grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. That is a big win for this.
I saw someone spinning a sign, and they were kind of killing it this last weekend.
The Horned Frogs racing
Badgers
to the line
lit.
in a hurry up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got a man.
But
It's sticky.
no, I feel that.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they
Bit
try
of a
it
slow
again.
burn.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Isn't that also a Vince show?
3rd and long, and he'll
I got
try
it
to
confused
throw
with
for it.
X-Files.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get
It's
the
like every
football.
show.
Going with the ground game left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pepper. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Strange.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Makes the catch. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short field. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Looks as if BYU will have a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if
Isn't
they
the
can add a
Asylum
little more
one
before
pretty
the break.
messed up too?
And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first
What
down.
else
It's
was he
2nd and
in?
9.
Or something else.
Back to
I don't
pass.
know.
Now adjusting.
Oh, yeah,
And
facts.
maybe making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bulldozes his way through.
And how about that? That's the first INT.
I didn't like really watch
throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Sticky. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Sticky. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Fire. She can remember it all.
It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are
good call,
looking to get one in here. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They sneak up on you.
The give to the back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the seventh play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got the first down and more. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. To the ground. He's got it again. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. That ball came out a little late, and it was almost picked off.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
And as he throws, pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half.
Number 19.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Better than pubes in your
And
teeth.
with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Facts, bro. Good source of like proteins and fats.
Moved away to start the second half.
Healthy fats.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped.
And drinks diet soda.
BYU has it back. The Cougars
You got that
ready to
reference.
get into that playbook. Got enough for the first down and once more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
Dude, mine is too, bro. I broke mine and it was like, oh yeah. Like Cinco de Mayo a couple years ago. It was when I blacked out in Seattle. Yeah, when I just like blacked out badly.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7.
Yeah. But
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
no, I feel that. I try to, I've been like this last week started trying to add like 50 push-ups, 50 curls a day and as to my regiment as well.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to
Yeah, and we also have the gym at the apartment, which is clutch if I'm feeling like too lazy to go to the gym. It's not like super crazy, but there's at least like one machine for everything. Yeah, and the pool, but I can only really use that once. But it's tough when like life just gets like once a week just because the hours. But it's like I'm only there when it's open, like on Saturdays. It closes before I get home. But yeah, it's tough to just like keep track of everything and like life happens, like, and definitely what Sage was saying is facts. If you like think too much about like worry too much about calories. It definitely just creates unhealthy habits.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt.
No,
This
yeah.
kid has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it with
That's a noble
beautiful
virtue.
15-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get.
I feel like I just can't give up stuff like I need my hot chips.
Down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense.
Yeah, I'll just make sure that I burn it off type thing.
If they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's
Stay
gotta be big,
active.
right? You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this.
I feel like
drive.
Riley is
Obviously,
crazy
defense
because
needs
he
to
like
get stops, but at
eats
this
a
point,
ton. I feel, but he just
they've
like
gotta execute.
smokes and has so much
And
kratom that he's just like
Down
super
24,
skinny.
You're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3
Yeah,
touchdowns,
he's built different.
Everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Walks are fire. Super underrated.
And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways
Dang.
with just a few yards to go. Throws for the tight end.
Oh.
Boy, is that one he wishes he could have back. A total misfire. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Damn.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack.
No, it does sound
That
difficult.
blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David.
And the big boys up front.
Eric, do you ever hit the Stairmaster?
Holes, the backs making plays,
The
everything
Stairmaster's a
on that
grind.
first drive.
Sometimes I'll take the
And we
stairs
know
instead of
this
the
is idea
elevator.
This coaching staff wants for this team, right?
Hey.
They want to be the most physical.
Turning it on. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, BYU. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Bruh.
Unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And
MRSA.
how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, it's
Found
nasty.
a little bit of room to operate,
It's just
but he'll
like
be
a
stopped just
nasty
short of
infection.
the first down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He'll keep it on the sneak. Absolutely
It's like
nowhere
scabies.
to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Man down on the play.
Whoa. What is
Officials
that
take a
supposed to
break
mean?
let him be checked out.
I'm just
The
playing.
Cougars
I'm
in a
just
good
trolling.
spot here with second
Hey,
and
I be
short.
hogging the hip abductor machine. I don't care.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They tried to
Yeah,
go
I love
smash
almonds.
mouth on third and short, and it
I love
did not
cashews
work
too.
against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert
Seasoned.
this fourth down, there will be
Oh,
questions to be
okay.
answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Teray. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus
They're like
on
softer,
how
yeah.
important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out
I feel like
of the
I like
way, to get
macadamia
a run
nuts
game
more than
going,
cashews
it
personally.
squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense.
Thoughts on like
wrestles him to the ground.
pecans?
We've reached the break. BYU is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you.
Really?
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With
I don't
the break,
like
they had a little
grape
extra
nuts.
time to dial something up this third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
Oh.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. BYU has this offense clicking.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points.
Give her some feather falling
And you know
boots.
what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look
I need
a
to
little
watch that.
monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession.
Yeah, I feel like it's too
Jesse,
serious for me.
this offense needs to get their
I feel
heads
like
out
I
of
was-
their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay
valid.
on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done
Lego,
nothing
that
in the
Lego
second
build
half.
battle
It's
show.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air, it's Kane. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the quarterback runs
In my
out of
opinion,
time, and
a
down
very
he goes at the
underrated
38.
dessert is like, I
Great
don't know if
job
there's an
up
official
front on
name
this
for them,
pass
but
rush.
it's just
Defense
like
in a dime
when you
personnel group.
get a
They've got
cluster of
6
peanuts and
DBs
then
on
melt
the field.
chocolate
They're
over them
expecting
and then it
pass, so
hardens
they're gonna
and
have
it's
to
just
win
like
with 4 guys, and they're 4-1.
peanut
They got the
clusters. Yeah,
job done.
turtle shells maybe, something like that.
The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today.
5 lobster bisque.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out. Execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Takes the handoff. It's Smalls. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Kane. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun.
Yo.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting
W
done.
loyalty.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Bring in the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense
It's all your fault.
Revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here.
Nah.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it.
You're like, damn, who's on the ox?
And it just trickled through his fingers. The Horned Frogs will call
Martin, get off the ox.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating
Some
performance.
Sabrina Carpenter up in there.
A ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated. Right.
My little cousin who's in 5th grade is like unironically a big Benson Boone fan, so
No mental mistakes, David.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty fair to clown him.
It's really fun to do this.
Tommy's like a
Dominate
sophomore-ish age?
nothing to worry about.
Sophomore-ish?
Just know you're better.
Yeah.
You're gonna do you, put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
For real,
Thanks so much for spending
everyone's
some time with us. For
punk.
David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I think he does online stadium. Or like Tacoma online. He was like trying to like go in person. He's had like some just issues. You know, a lot of the like kids in this generation have like had issues and like going to school and like anxiety and stuff. Yeah, and he like tried at least coming back, but he just is doing online. Oh, I've heard about that. Right. Yeah. I also think there's like, I feel like there's like a combination of like, one, we're better at noticing things, but also like, I have to imagine like there's a little bit of, not to like diminish things, but there's a little bit of a social contagion aspect where it's like, they're introduced to these things so early on, and it becomes, and it's like, obviously it's like a thing where, you know, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They're like, nah, it's like they see of all their friends are saying that they have these things and whatnot. They're like, oh, well, maybe I do too, or like I want to fit in type of thing. It's like a little degree, because I'm sure like if it was our generation, you put the same kids, like there'd be a lot more people diagnosed with stuff. That's either maybe it's like they're making it's easier to diagnose now, or they're like diagnosing more, or yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. But like being online 24/7 is not helpful for the developing brains. Like we were outside all the time. I don't think kids are really outside like that. Damn. Yeah, flip phone. I didn't have a smartphone until like high school, high key. I had a flip phone until like high school. I had a BlackBerry, I guess, in middle school, but that doesn't really count. Yeah, it was like my dad's old one, and it was sick, dude. It was sick. I had like slide phones and flip phones. On like the razors. Sheesh. You guys had swag, can't lie. With the jawbreakers. Dude, yeah, minutes being a thing, like it wasn't everyone had unlimited data. Yeah. We really live in a society. Yeah. Mmm. Mmm. No, that's a great point. Yeah, exactly. Right. Mmm. Conformity. Mm. It's just, yeah, most things, if you do too much of it, it's not good for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like psyop to just make our generation really dumb, easy to control. Tung tung sahur. Facts. It's tough because, like, yeah, and it's also like, think about all the things your parents didn't want you to do and you still just did anyway. Like, obviously, they won't be able to get, like, a smartphone if you don't get them one, but, like, I think of, like, a spectrum, like, I don't know, my parents were pretty, like, they would let us do what we want, but, like, but then you, like, look at the other, like, Donovan's parents are, like, a little too helicoptery, and, like, it obviously ended up in him, like, being more rebellious than I was, I feel, because I didn't feel like I needed to rebel because I had freedom to do whatever I wanted. And that's crazy. So, yeah, it's definitely tough, but I think you just gotta, like, give them better avenues than doom scrolling to release themselves. Pause. Yeah, bro. Bro, that's such a classic story. I remember I remember like going up to him before class and I was this was like 2011, 2012. What?